Hello, everyone. It is Wendy, and it's about 10:45 on Friday. I just wanted to hop on here before we went into a long 3-day weekend because I did a lot of networking this week, a lot of it yesterday, strangely enough, either online or in person. And I realized there seemed to be a common theme, and I talked about this 18 months ago when we started the pandemic about wanting to do a lot of stuff, having more time than ever, and then still not getting that stuff done. And I started breaking down kind of the reasons why that doesn't happen. And in the, I know a lot of people are like, just do the thing, just do it. And that can work for a while, but for the most part, for the long haul, it doesn't work that way. Hey, Jasmine, haven't seen you in a while. I'm thinking about you. I've been thinking about going antiquing. So, of course, I'm thinking about you. Anyway, so if you think about this idea of just do it, or the other thing I hear all the time, I just don't have enough time. I use that excuse all the time. So it's not just all the other people, it's me too. But I realize there's a ton of reasons that people don't get the stuff done. But there are actually two, three reasons, the biggest reasons things don't happen. And the number one thing I realized working with some people this week is it's really just a lack of clarity. It's not really knowing what you want to do. So sometimes people say, "Oh, I want 15 clients." Well, okay, what does that mean? What does that mean, 15 clients? How do you get that? There's all these other questions around that. But not having clarity about exactly what they want. Because sometimes it's like I always say, clients are nice, but what if you have 15 pain in the butt clients as opposed to 5 amazing clients that refer you again and again? Or what if you say, okay, I just want to lose weight, but the problem that you're really dealing with is you just feel bad. So getting clarity about what the actual goal is can really help sustain you in the long run because then you can focus on exactly what it is. So that's number one. Number two, believe it or not, we overthink our goals so much. And so I'm going to say lack of clarity, not lack of creativity. And what I mean by creativity is a broad spectrum of many, many, many things. Creative solution finding, creativity in the sense that we can let our brain wander and free our logical mind up so we can actually solve problems better. Creativity in the sense that if you're constantly working on a goal and you're not spending time for fun and refueling, that goal is going to take a back seat when you burn out. So there's that. So lack of clarity, lack of creativity. And the third one, I saved it for last, but it might be one of the biggest ones, but I think this is actually a symptom of the first two, is lack of confidence. Now, most people avoid doing the thing because they don't feel that they can. Or if they feel that they do accomplish it, then whatever's coming next, they can't handle. And that's kind of where that imposter syndrome comes from. So that lack of confidence in, I want to do this big, amazing goal, but I don't think I can handle it. Or I can't handle it alone. Or there's this other piece, like I said, I'm going to make all the success and then people are going to find out I'm a fraud. Or then I'm not going to be able to handle that next step. So if I just avoid this step altogether, then I don't have to get to the next step. So you can kind of see how these types of feelings can really impact what you do. And I work with business owners all the time that give me that excuse that I don't have enough time. And I realize that 9 times out of 10, that is a very, very small factor in the whole scheme of things. So think about this idea of a lack of clarity. What do I get really clear about what you want, what your goals are? And then kind of brainstorm, get creative around it. Allow yourself some free space. If you are stuck in this is the way it has to be done, that could be what's hamstringing you from actually doing the job. So that's number two. And then number three, that lack of confidence. Now, confidence is something that kind of ebbs and flows. And sometimes you feel super confident and you can get all the work done. And then there maybe just one day you wake up and you don't feel confident and nothing happens. And so that's a lot of times where I come in, is kind of co-creating and helping my clients be consistent. Now, this kind of information is what I am bringing to my Redefiners page and my group page that I want to start with people who want to get this stuff done. Because this is the important things that you might know intellectually, but you just need a partner or a guide to help you through it. Because to me, the fourth thing on that lack of C is lack of coaching. Because a lot of times people say, why, if all you're going to do is ask me questions, why do I pay you? And I have a friend that is also a coach, and she's like, because I know the right questions to ask. And that's exactly the truth. I was asking questions yesterday with a women's networking group yesterday, and I realized that lack of clarity piece was major for them, because they had this mindset, I'm just going to do the thing. Well, what is that thing that you're going to do? Right? Who are you going to pursue? What kind of clients do you want? How do you want to feel when you work with the clients? Because I have fired some clients because it was not a good fit. And so I truly, truly believe that if you are not very specific about who you want to work with, then you're going to get all the things that you don't want. So get really clear on what you do want. And that goes with any kind of goals, whether it is relationship goals or fitness goals or anything like that, getting really, really clear about what it is you want. So many times we focus on the how, that we forget that there's a what and a why. And then we also consider the who in there. So to me, I always tell people, that how is the last piece of the puzzle. And so many times we start there because that's what our brain does. That's what we're wired to do. How are we going to fix this? Our logical mind is playing. So if you take the time to figure out, get really clear, be creative about how you can get what you want, and then tap into that confidence you get from the clarity and the creativity and that partnering with someone else who can keep you consistent, then you're going to really be surprised how simple that goal is to attain. So that's me for Friday. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.